Hello, good morning, or good afternoon, good evening, depending on which time you are catching this. Thank you for joining me. This is the Business Wealth Show, and because we are speaking on Wednesday today, this is Wealth Wednesday. So if you are watching, do give me a hashtag Wealth Wednesday in the comments so that I can see that you are here and I can say hello to you. So for those of you that are new to me, my name is Annette Ferguson. I am CEO of Annette & Co, UK-based accounting firm. I am a chartered accountant, certified profit first professional and financial strategist, and I help business owners take home lots more money from their business for them and their families to enjoy. Today on Wealth Wednesday, I want to share with you my story of basically getting my business a lot more profitable, in the hope that some of it will inspire you to start on that journey yourself if you've not already started, or continue and expand on that journey if you have. So around about 6 years ago, I was running a six-figure accounting firm and we were servicing clients. I had a small team, predominantly on the operations side of things, working with me, and I was resentful of my business. We were getting money in, but it was all going back out the door. I was not being paid consistently. I was not being paid very much when I did get paid. I certainly wasn't contributing to our household really in any way. And I was having those awkward conversations with my husband, which were around, when is this business paying us? You're working really hard. Why are you not getting any money out? Those conversations, which I didn't like, because I was working really hard and I was resentful of my business at that point. And at that point in time, I came across a book. I'm a big reader of business books and I love reading business books. And the book I came across at that point was this book, Profit First by Mike Michalowicz. And I actually originally got it on Kindle, but I actually bought the paper copy. I came across it during night feeds. You see, at that point I had a tiny newborn baby who did not like to sleep very much at all. So I used to sit and feed him half the night with a very dull red light, so not to disturb him, but one that I could read my Kindle at the same time, because I was there for hours and hours and hours. And he didn't even like sleep in his cot. He wanted to sleep on me, and I was up a lot in the night. And so I devoured that book in maybe 2 nights max because of that. But as I was reading it, I had that thought about, why has no one ever written this before? Why is this not taught as part of the accounting curriculum? Why was I never taught this either at university studying accounting and finance or during my professional chartered accounting qualification? Why is this stuff not taught as standard? Because this is highly logical, makes a lot of sense, and I can see completely how it will work. Before I even got to the end of the book, I was contacting Profit First, saying, I need to be certified in this. What do I need to do? And they said, whoa. Take a step back. You need to have it implemented in your own business first. So that's what I headed off to do, was to implement in my own business. I basically took a high-level view of my business and said, okay, if I was a client, what would I be doing right now with this business? So I assessed it under Profit First, but I also actually layered in some additional things that I had learned along the way in my trainings as well. Things that actually get applied a lot in a corporate sphere, but don't seem to be applied at all in small business. I brought those things together too, along with the principles of Profit First. And that, by the way, is how the profit plan method was born, is completely out of that time period. But I digress a little bit, because what I did was I implemented all these things into my business, and my business went from sporadic take home, not very much, to within 18 months, my husband left his full-time job and became a stay-at-home dad, which meant that my business was then the financial supporter of our family. This is something that I could not have dreamt about 18 months before. It just didn't seem possible in any way. And the reason that it was able to happen was because I picked up this very book. And if you've not read Profit First, by the way, I highly, highly recommend that you do, because it did change everything for me. We do have a PDF copy available. If you want to get a copy of the book, you can head to annetteandco.co.uk/pfbook to get a copy in PDF. You'll get the core chapters sent to your inbox. So make sure that you check that out if you've not read it already. But that is basically how we got, how that happened in our family. When I say to people that this book changed my life, I really am not exaggerating. It really did change my life. And not only implementing this book, but also putting in place the profit plan method in its entirety, which not only implements the principles of Profit First, but goes a stage further and looks at the next 12 months of your business, looks at the future of your business, is a forward-looking tool, unlike what many, many traditional accountants do, and backwards look. We forward look with the profit plan, because that's, of course, what happens in big business. They're forward-looking all the time. They are comparing actuals to budget, they're rebudgeting, they're reforecasting, and this is something that's been really lost in the small business arena. And that is why profit planning has come into its own with the clients that we work with, because it opens up their eyes so much to what the future of their business looks like. Most people tell us that they have never looked at their business this way before, and it is a foundation for profitable business. We should be able to, as small business owners, predict almost to the penny what our profit and our take home is going to be next month, the month after, the month after. Because let's face it, in a corporate environment, if your business unit does not hit its numbers that it is predicted to hit, it has an impact on the share price. And it is expected in those environments that you know exactly what profit you have. And so why can that not be applied to small business? Well, the answer is it can, and it can be done through profit planning. It can be done through the profit plan method. So what I want to share with you today, as well as sharing my journey, is that I am actually teaching the profit plan method in March. Starting the 22nd of March, I am going to be teaching you every step of the profit plan. I'm going to be going through it with you over 5 days, and I'm going to be live every day, giving you a little bit to implement every single day. And I would love to invite you to join me for that. You just need to head to annetteandco.co.uk/TWL, which stands for the Wealth Lab, by the way. So it's the Wealth Lab, building your implementable profit plan. So head to annetteandco.co.uk, fill in your details, and reserve your place for those sessions. They are completely and utterly free, and I will step you through the exact method that I took to move from sporadic income to consistent take-home, supporting my family. And this is something that I still do to this day. In fact, I was tweaking my own profit plan this morning before this session. So this is a tool that I use in my own business all the time, and it is a tool that we use with our accounting clients as well to ensure that their businesses are profitable too. So if you want to learn about that, if you want to join me for that, like I say, head to annetteandco.co.uk/TWL to register for the Wealth Lab, building your implementable profit plan completely for free over 5 days, starting on the 22nd of March. So just under a month away from now. It means you can mark it in your diaries. The details are on that registration page, but we will be live weekdays at 1:30 p.m. is when we are holding those sessions, so that you can mark that in your diary as well. That's UK time for anyone who is in a different time zone. And by the way, this can be applied to you wherever you are in the world, whichever industry you operate in. This is completely applicable and completely works. We have worked with clients across different countries, across different industries, and we've not stumbled on something that it doesn't work with as yet. So this absolutely can work for you too. So step one, if you have not already read it, is to read Profit First. You can get that copy, like I mentioned, by heading to, excuse me, our website and going to annetteandco.co.uk/pfbook. That is step one if you have not read Profit First. And step two is to make sure you register for the Wealth Lab. This takes it a stage further. This layers in Profit First principles, but ensures that you really are future focused. You know what your goals are, you know what you want to achieve, and you can be clear on exactly what your take home and profit is going to be over the next 12 months. So that is the Wealth Lab, building your implementable profit plan. annetteandco.co.uk/TWL excuse me, is the URL to register for that. So make sure that you join me, and I can see that my team are putting that in the comments. If you're on Facebook watching this, if you're on other channels, of course, you won't see that, but if you are watching this on Facebook, I can see that my team have popped that in the channels too. So thank you for tuning in for Wealth Wednesday today. Tomorrow is Strategic Chats. That means it's my open Q&A session. So bring any questions that you have about your business or indeed about mine, and I will happily answer those. That is exactly what Strategic Chats is for. Completely open Q&A, completely ask me anything, and I will answer and help and support you. So make sure you mark that in your diaries. 7:30 again tomorrow morning. Like I mentioned yesterday, next week we are changing up the schedule somewhat of these live sessions. We are actually moving to twice a week instead of each weekday, and we are going to have a session at 3 o'clock on Mondays and 3 o'clock on Wednesdays, wherever you are watching. We are still going to be holding Training Tuesday, though, inside the Uncover Wealth community. For those of you that don't know, if you're not watching within there at the moment, the Uncover Wealth community is my private Facebook community. You can head to Facebook and just type Uncover Wealth Community into the search bar and find us that way. I do have an exclusive training still happening on Tuesdays at 1 p.m. UK there, so that has not gone away either. And I will be doing a Clubhouse at midday on Thursdays going forward as well. So a little bit of a change up to the schedule, with kids going back to school and all those kinds of things. So I cannot wait to see you in registered for the Wealth Lab, building your implementable profit plan. I know that it's going to be massive, create massive value for you in your business. So I cannot wait to help and support you through that and see you registered for that. And I will see you again tomorrow morning, same time, same place. Take care, everyone. Bye.